Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the studio. Today, we're going to be taking a look at, in my opinion, I found a
Mm.
ton of quotes from Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, the cartoon
Yeah.
series. All right, and I have assembled 10 that I believe are the best, most sassiest quotes that Aang
Yeah.
has, whether it's a comeback, whether it's just a statement he makes. But we're gonna get through those, and what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go through them, enjoy them, but we're also gonna try to see if Joshua and Wyatt can guess either who he's saying this quote to or the
Mm.
context that the quote is said under. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys have seen the
I'm
show. I believe
excited for this.
Wyatt boasts
Mm.
of watching the series through like 3 times.
I've seen it a lot.
So,
I've seen it 3 times also, all the
all
way
right.
through.
So we're gonna see if you guys have the Aang guessing chops. All
All
right.
right, give us the first one.
The first
I'm
one is, if it was a choice between kissing you and dying,
Who did he say it to?
Mm.
Is that what we're guessing?
or the
He definitely said this.
context.
He definitely said this to Korra in the Shut up.
Cora.
I mean,
Are
you
no,
joking? You're joking.
Okay, this is gonna be a long. It's gonna be.
You didn't say to Korra. You. Sorry, I'm
Excuse
dropping
me.
things. Katara, right?
Katara. Yes.
Yes. I don't know why I
Yes.
said Korra.
Yeah.
That's my guess
Katara.
too.
Thank you. He did
I was
say
like,
it to
Korra.
Katara, and
Katara
the
in the
scene is
context of
right. What was she uh, basically says like maybe we should. I
Mhm.
think there's some kind of magic associated with it or
Oh,
whatever. And
they're in the secret tunnels, I'm guessing.
yes, yeah, the
Yeah.
secret tunnel. She said maybe we should. She
Okay.
kind of blushes, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, kissing you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sorry I suggested it. No, I mean, if it was a choice between kissing you and dying.
The next one, let's see if we get it. Were we fighting? I thought we were just getting warmed up. Or I thought you were just getting warmed up.
I want to say he's fighting. I want to say he says this to Toph. He says this one to Toph. It's his first interaction with her in the ring.
I
think it's Zuko. I think this is early fights with Zuko.
This is a bit of a harder one. So this was said to Admiral Zhao.
Admiral Zhao. You know what?
Zhao.
I had that was my first inkling was maybe Zhao and then Zuko, and then I was like, nah, he taunts Toph a bit. I know
he does taunt Toph a good bit.
Oh, were we fighting? I thought you were just getting warmed up.
I was.
I guess the jokes don't run in the family.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got to be the brother. Why am I missing?
Sokka.
It's got to be Sokka or. Hold on, I'm thinking of whose family he interacts with. Yeah. So. Man, you picked some ones.
Hard tick. Time is ticking.
I'm gonna say he says it to probably Katara or Sokka.
All right,
I'm gonna say Sokka.
He says it to Katara. It's in the I think the last season. That's the one where he has hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she cracks a joke to try to be a part of the group, and it just lands flat.
Does. It's so hot. Momo is shedding like Appa. Huh? I guess the jokes don't run in the family.
Okay, so the next one is, gee, I'd love to help, but I'm supposed to be boiled in oil. It's in the phrase, so the context is in there.
Right. Who does he say this to? When is he?
Oil? Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
I'd love to help, but I'm supposed to be boiled in oil. Man, you're really making this tough, Joe.
Yeah, I thought you guys would be better at this.
I thought I would be better at this.
This is a hard one. You're probably not going to know it, but you can at least like guess. If you know that there's only one episode where he's supposed to be boiled in oil.
Is it the one where
I'm gonna say where he's at with his friend from the past, the older guy, the older earthbender.
Boomy? You think it
Yeah.
has to do with some of the trials of Boomy?
Yeah.
I see. So I know that there's this one place where they despise the Avatar because Avatar Kyoshi killed their leader, right? And so he's on that. He's in that town, and so I don't know who he's saying it to, but they hate the Avatar and they want to kill him.
I'm gonna be honest. I've only watched this show through once, and it was on my phone, mostly on airplanes.
Okay.
So I actually don't know exactly the context of the episode, but I do know, based on my research, he says this to Mayor Tong. All right,
It's got
and
to
it's
be
the
that episode.
episode.
Then.
It's the episode where they spin a wheel to choose your fate.
Yeah.
And he
because
lands on.
it's because
Wyatt got
Kyoshi separated her island from the mainland, and their great general, was on the edge, and he fell and
I think
died. It
that's the
wasn't even
correct
her
episode.
fault. Yeah, so they hate the Avatar.
Avatar, do something!
Gee, I'd love to help, but I'm supposed to be boiled in oil.
There, community service!
You're just a teenager. Well, you're just a teenager.
He says this to Zuko. I'm almost
he
100%
has to.
positive.
The only other person he is Zuko or
because I could totally. I'm almost positive Zuko says
Sokka,
you're just a kid, and he's well, you're just a teenager.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Rightio. In the first season, this happens.
You're just a child.
Well, you're just a teenager.
Next one is, yeah, I know that already. But did it say anything about a girl?
Oh, I know this one. He says this to a fortune teller, Madam something.
Joshua?
He's trying to get his fortune read.
I know what context, but I wouldn't have said fortune teller. So I'm gonna go with Wyatt. Once Wyatt said it, then I agree.
It's in the episode where there's a town.
Yeah.
There's a town that they do everything the fortune teller says.
You're right. Yeah. The fortune teller's name is Aunt Wu.
Aunt Wu.
A battle whose outcome will determine the fate of the whole world.
Yeah, I knew that already. But did it say anything about a girl?
Another good quote from that episode is the guy is like, he points up at the clouds and the volcano and he's like, "Can your science explain that?" And I was like, yes, it can.
Appa's carrying your weight. He's never had a problem flying when it was just the three of us.
Oof. I know exactly what this is, but I want Josh to try to guess.
Okay,
first.
yeah. Let me have a guess.
It should be pretty easy. At least who he's saying this to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Appa is carrying your weight. He never had a problem flying when it was just the three of us.
Mm-hmm. I know the episode too.
He's gotta be saying it to like Zuko when Zuko. No, I'm not even close. Am I?
So this is I want to say the episode or an episode or two right after they pick up Toph, and she's being moody.
Why did I fully forget about Toph?
Yeah, Appa's they're being chased down, and Appa's having some trouble getting off the ground because he's tired, and because he hasn't been cleaned, and because they're being chased and harassed by Azula. So and Toph
I fully forgot about Toph. For some reason I just didn't even think of Toph.
Mm-hmm.
You're always talking about how you carry your own weight, but you're not. He is. Appa's carrying your weight. He never had a problem flying when it was just the three of us.
Baby, you're my forever girl. Who's he say this to?
Is this a trick question?
No, it's not.
Are you sure? This feels like a trick question. I don't know that he ever says this.
No,
he does say
it. He says this to Sokka when they stumble into where he was about to. He thought the girl was coming into his tent, and he says that to Sokka.
No.
So it is kind of a trick question.
No. I know that. So I don't think he says it there.
No, you don't think?
I'll give you guys a hint. I'll give you a hint. He says it in his mind. All right. But the whole scene plays out as if he says it, and then it rewinds and shows he was just thinking it. Okay.
Oh, is it? Oh, I have no idea the context then.
Yeah.
I don't even know that I can make a guess.
He says it to Katara.
Well, I'm assuming that's who he
Okay.
says it to. I was thinking more of the context.
What are we doing? What our hearts have been telling us to do for a long, long time. Baby, you're my forever girl.
Aang,
Huh?
I was just saying you should take a nap.
All right, let's see what I have next. Okay, so we have one more funny one and then one kind of serious wisdom one.
Okay.
I don't care what everyone else says about you. You're pretty smart. I don't care what everyone else says about you.
100% he says this to Sokka.
Yeah.
100%.
After Sokka does something pretty clever.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Now you've got me second guessing.
200%.
Wait, hold on. Does he say this to Zuko?
He does say it to Zuko.
He says it. I was on.
You know, Zuko, I don't care what everyone else says about you. You're pretty smart.
All right, we got one more wisdom one, less funny. Let's see if you guys can
Okay.
get the context or who he says this to. The monks used to say that revenge is like a two-headed rat viper. While you watch your enemy go down, you're being poisoned yourself.
That's tough because there's a lot of people that he interacts with who are
Yeah.
not.
That he throws out monk wisdom too.
Yeah, he throws
Right.
out monk wisdom too. This could be Jet. I think he could have said this to Jet. Who else would he have interacted with?
I'm going to say, I know we've guessed this character a lot, but Zuko, I think it's either
It could be easily be Zuko.
Zuko or, yeah, I'm just going to say Zuko. I have another guess, but I'm just going to say Zuko.
He says it to Katara, actually.
Oh wow.
He says it when she is going with Zuko to get revenge.
Revenge. You're right.
The monks used to say that revenge is like a two-headed rat viper. While you watch your enemy go down, you're being poisoned yourself.
That's cute, but this is an Air Temple preschool.
Before we end, I did want to ask you guys, with the new live action coming up, I wanted to
Yes.
think, there's such a vibe, a silly, lighthearted vibe mixed with serious, life-altering moments in the cartoon show. Do you think we're even going to see even a glimmer of this in the live
There
action?
has to be.
Oh yeah, yes. There definitely will be a playful vibe, but it won't be as much. It'll still be very serious.
If you're any kind of writer and you're using a lot of the context from this show, what part of what makes people like it is the personalities of the characters. And if I can see you maybe making Aang a little bit more serious, but he's also supposed to be 12. I don't know how many 12-year-olds are that serious. So yeah, keeping some of this in there would be important. You want some of those unfiltered 12-year-old kind of thoughts and lines and things.
You're my forever girl.
I want it. I want that line.
Yeah. We probably won't see that in this season if they do.
Probably not.
No, but
Although this season, I think, has the most potential to be the wackiest. If they want to start him off as he's very much childlike, and progresses and grows throughout the seasons.
All right, last quick thoughts for the first season. If you're going to say they're going to follow the same or similar events from the cartoon show first season, what are like the main points to the story that are important that you're most excited to see in the live action?
The stuff that happens at the South Pole has to happen, and it needs to happen kind of quick. Kyoshi Island needs to happen. I want to say the interaction on with at the firebending temple needs to happen, because that's when Avatar Roku tells him about the meteor. No, it's not a meteor. He doesn't tell him about the meteor. He just tells him that you need to defeat the Fire Lord.
Right. Also, I think the air temple
and the air temple. Yeah,
it's
I don't think this season is going to show us all of season 1. I think.
Oh, you don't think?
No, I think they're gonna like cut it in half or something.
Okay.
So
I think they're
don't
just
think
going to remove. They're just going to remove quests that a lot of the episodes went on, and just keep the
they
important
probably
stuff.
will, but I think they're also gonna make it a lot shorter. They're not gonna make it the whole season.
Yeah. Well, almost every episode adds some sort of context that's used later, with the exception of, I want to say, 2 or 3. Like the Gorge, the Great Divide episode
Right.
that adds nothing. So yeah, all of that, and then obviously the North Pole sort of penultimate episodes at the end of the season. And I feel like you need to introduce as many of the characters as you're going to put in. If you're going to have characters from the original show that show up later, like the firebending teacher and Boomy, you need to make sure that you put them in this season.
Well, let us know down in the comments what you guys are looking forward to in the live action. If you hope to see maybe a specific episode actually take place in the live action from the cartoon series, just give us all your thoughts and tell us if you guessed correctly the context for all these end quotes. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.